Technology leadership. I need to take the time to reflect on what it means to be a leader in this brave new world we're entering. I think it's critical to have clear, dedicated leadership around the inclusion of new technologies. As a leader, I want to model this acceptance and support others in their technological adoption. My own principal currently exudes these characteristics. Although she isn't a digital native, her acceptance of technology and its importance in teaching, learning, and daily life has been infectious and pervasive. She's been able to push forward technological initiatives at our own school, and I don't believe this would have been as successful were she not as engaged in the technology herself. It's more than just playing with apps on an iPhone or using the most current technobabble in her speech. She understands the technology that students are using and sees the real potential available for all teachers and learners. She's pushed the envelope on a few occasions and has changed the direction of education at our school, and therefore by extension the rest of the Calgary Board of Education. Yes, she's a visionary, but understands the practical and pragmatic limitations of technology as it currently exists. For example, by initiating online meetings via Illuminate, our principal has begun to create a change in the school's culture. She wants to ensure the staff is comfortable with the technology before relying on its use with students. Instead of meeting face-to-face, we've had more and more virtual meetings where all members of the teaching staff have been permitted to use the different tools within Illuminate. All subject area teams have been encouraged to use Illuminate with the same purpose in mind. As a master's cohort, we've all been reading, thinking, producing, and growing together. At various times, we've been asked to focus on leadership and the qualities of strong, successful leadership. One of the first things we discussed last summer was the importance of shared vision. I've seen this successfully implemented into my own environment, and I've seen this lacking in other environments, leading to overall failure. I still believe this is a critical aspect of leadership, change, and success in any setting. Sometimes the shared vision seems to grow organically from collaboration with others, and sometimes the vision is shared in a rather authoritarian manner. Either way, it's absolutely critical for all members of the team to have an understanding of the vision and the direction that the school or organization is going. I believe there are advantages to creating a vision in an organic, grassroots manner. However, this simply isn't always a possibility. The board I work for serves over 102,000 students, has in excess of 218 schools, dozens of support services, and an operating budget of close to $1 billion. It's not possible for all the teaching staff to come together to craft the board's operating vision. On a smaller level, individual schools have the authority and autonomy to create and craft their own vision. However, the trustees and superintendent's team are required to create the board-wide vision and policy. Fortunately, the board has been moving towards increased transparency, and their overall communication strategy has been more accessible over the past 2 years. This means that the vision of the senior leadership has been adequately and appropriately shared with the rest of the school system. A significant change has been the regular postings of video, audio, and text-based messages from the chief superintendent. These messages are now posted for all staff to view and have become standard viewing at staff, department, or administrative meetings. Although her messages rarely focus on specific technologies or integration, her vision and dedication to the success of every student is apparent. Because she's addressing a staff of thousands, she needs to keep her messages broad and all-encompassing. By focusing on personalization as a strategy to ensure success for all students, she's allowing one teacher to see how their classroom practices can be modified to include more differentiated activities, while allowing me to see how the use of technology at my school can have the same impact. To me, this is the sign of a strong, eloquent leader, ensuring your listeners hear the message you intend to deliver in the way they need to hear. There are multiple technology leaders within our board. Some are focused on the practical and pragmatic aspects of maintaining our school networks, ensuring the computer evergreening process is fair and equitable, or establishing regulations and guidelines on how student email data is securely stored and transmitted. However, the majority of technology leaders in our school board are focused on the pedagogy of using technology to support student learning. Most of these leaders come from similar classroom backgrounds, where they were the leaders and champions within their own schools. Now they've been given positions where they can share their expertise with groups of teachers or whole schools. Although these individuals don't have traditional leadership roles of principal or assistant principal, they play a dedicated key role in the way technology is managed, disseminated, and appropriated throughout the system. They are in the position to make decisions that impact purchasing, licensing, or acquisition. Because of their backgrounds as classroom teachers within our board, their decisions are often logical, unanimous, and focus on the specific needs of the students over the needs of the IT departments.